Hey, welcome to In the Pink Nutrition. Today we're going to be talking about onions. I know. Did you know that onions can make you cry? I bet you did. But also, did you know that when you cry, it's your body's natural way of releasing emotion? Also, the tears that come from slicing an onion look completely different under a microscope compared to the tears that come from sorrow or joy. Each tear for each reason looks different under a microscope. Kind of an interesting tidbit. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to properly dice an onion. So what you want to do is take your chef's knife, sharpened. Be very, very careful. We're going to cut off the end that does not have the little hairs. So this end, we're going to cut off this end right here. Okay, and I like to have two bowls. One bowl is for the finished diced onion and the other bowl is for waste, for garbage. So put that in the garbage bowl. Okay, next we're going to cut it in half. Long ways, not lengthwise. So there we go. Okay, now we have a flat surface to work with, and we always want to work with a flat surface. Okay, make sure that you take off the outer shell. Nobody likes to eat that part. Okay, and after you cut it in half, it should be a lot easier to peel. Rinse it off a little bit. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make long cuts from the root down to the end that we just had cut off, and make them even. There is actually, if you look closely on the onion, there are actually little lines that kind of give you a good idea of where to cut. So kind of follow those if that works for you, or if you want a little bit of a bigger dice, then you can separate them a little bit larger. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go all the way around. Be careful not to cut through the root at the top, because that's what's holding everything together. Okay, now, not being the best example, but with your other hand, you're supposed to curl in your fingers, like so, to hold the onion still. This way, if your knife gets close to your fingers, it's not going to chop them off. It's going to bump against your knuckle. So go ahead and finish all the way through. Okay. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to do a slice right through the middle of the onion. Right through the middle. This way you will have a perfect dice here. I'm going to go straight on through. There we go. Okay, and then finally curl in your fingers. Okay. And make sure that these cuts are going to be even. What we're going to do is cut in the opposite direction. So we were cutting this way, now we're going to cut this way. And then you're going to see the dice, the diced onions come right off. Okay, do you see that? They just fall off into a diced little cube. And then you put. Okay, now you have a diced onion. Now what I like to do with these is I like to put them in a freezer bag and freeze them. Okay, here's my freezer bag. It's full of diced onions. And I stick these in the freezer, and when I want to make stir fries or different dishes that require onions, I can quickly throw these in a pan and saute them or caramelize them, or just make them a part of a dish. Okay, just a few medicinal properties of onions. They are decongestant, they can help with headaches, earaches, toothaches, and they can actually help with hypertension as well. Anyway, if you have any questions, please leave me some feedback. I'd be happy to help you, and I hope you all learned something new.